them going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. Oh.
Ready to get it started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And right away, he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 6. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
On the tackle there was DJ Turner. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division. Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But and in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Cousins, throw out wide is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards. From the red zone now, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Under pressure, they got him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Cousins now. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
St. Brown in motion right. To the air again. Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Cousins. Pass complete to Addison. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing is Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. first down throw for Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Akers will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Jamison Williams. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've
touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Cousins on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down. Here's Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself,
there he goes left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. To the air again, it's Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. To throw, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Cousins going to change it up.
Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to it. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So we reach halftime, and what's been
only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Here's Khalif Raymond to return.
And he returns this to the 22. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade is going to happen, but good for him. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Williams brings it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Off-play action. Here's Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
A give, right side for Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Well, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
3rd and long for Cousins.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about two safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Williams.
And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2nd and 10.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
St. Brown in motion right.
2nd and 10. Goff again.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Second down, Cousins.
Complete to Addison on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Cousins.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slam.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To throw is Cousins.
Addison hauls it in.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
From the 38 now. Here's second and 2.
Now Cousins.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Vikings on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's third and 3. Again, it's Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier.
Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Mekhi Blackman's got it.
And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Cousins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
John Kaminsky able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. The kick by Joseph is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
That's going to be caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Throwing now, Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing, Cousins. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete. incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And it's fielded at the 34. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down and breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a